Starry-eyed rumblings.
I'm not in any business, actually. I'm a hermit. And that excludes me from all such activities that require me to exit my abode and or interact with the outside world or people in any way, shape or form. I'm old school hermit through and through. None of this new school remote hermiting for me. Just good old fashioned lock myself in my abode and never come out. Why I became a hermit, I'm going to skip over that because that is all about to change today. Right now, in fact. Well, after I get ready, I mean. Currently I'm naked. Well, you didn't need to know that I was naked, but... Okay, so this is probably a good time for a quick disclaimer that I'm no storyteller. And I mean that. You have some writers and authors that will write their book as if they were the character. Or, I should say, the character themselves was telling the story. And they don't skip a beat. The way they describe the area and how they're thinking, their emotions, is so evocative. Don't nobody think like that in real life, no. Well, okay, yes, maybe just because I don't have the creative capacity to have a mind that thinks and describes the world around me and my interactions in such a grammatically and creative way, that doesn't mean that other people can't. I'm sure the pro simulation stars and the movie writers and all the expert storytellers have learned how to write in great prose and think in great prose. But not me. I don't even know what prose means, really, when it comes to storytelling. I just looked it up. Prose is the form of written language, including written speech or dialogue, that follows the natural flow of speech, a language's ordinary grammatical structures, typical writing conventions, and formatting. Well, that's interesting, because then maybe actually I am a really good storyteller with great prose, because this is literally my inner monologue on the fly. No cuts, no edits. Real talk. Wait. It said written. Anyway, I digress. I'm still standing in front of the mirror. And I'm still naked. But even that is about to change. Right now. As I put on my space socks. Don't know why. Socks always first for me. Then space box. You know what? I'm just gonna stop saying space. Just assume that everything that I'm wearing contributes to my safety in the vast, unforgiving, merciless, and hazardous forge. Anyway, after that comes my suit pants. Thank God they fit. This suit was tailor-made, and if I don't fit in it, then that is a problem. There's not much room for adjustments. I button up my shirt. Slip into my waistcoat. Oh wait, no, tie first. Unbutton my waistcoat, put on the tie. Now the tie, if I am honest, isn't actually part of the suit. In fact, the manufacturers of this particular suit, the military, provided a very informative how to wear and how to use your Galactic Gent EVA suit. And on the page, directly after the contents page of this very informative guide, it had a caution not to wear any other clothing, armor, or other accessories not included in the Galactic Gent package. However, I'm pretty sure this meant in case you were going into a war zone or planning on any spacewalks or planetary explorations, which I am not. I will be safely ensconced inside Yumma's estate. I put on my mask, And again, look at myself in the mirror. Ah, I look so pretty. Oh, the suit. How do I describe the suit? Alright, here goes. I'm gonna give it a try. Imagine a crisp white shirt. Spotless. Except it's not a shirt made of flexible, normal material. It's obviously armored, made by the military. Don't know if I mentioned that. But you know what? If you're into wearing shirts, then you know the feeling of wearing a pure white plain shirt. Well ironed. It feels good and it looks good. Well, I like it at least anyway. And that's where the plainness stops. From there, it's all funky and colourful. The tie is a vibrant red that, I must say, really pops. It has a simple design of a few different coloured strokes going across just little bits and pieces of the tie. The waistcoat is a turquoisey colour with a black swirling, twisting, connecting pattern that runs through it, and then it flows onto the right-hand lapel of the blazer. The other lapel, that matches the design on the breast of the blazer and the pants. A psychedelic, a colourful design full of bright pinks, oranges, yellows, blues and greens, and every other colour you can imagine that would contribute to the glory of my galactic jumpsuit. And that's the best description that I can manage being a non-fashion expert. But more important than the suit is something else that is not actually part of the suit. And that's my black iron badge. I reach down reverently to pick it up. And as I do, I spot the time. Ugh! I'm not late technically, not yet, but unless I walk at a running speed, then I might well be late. I make my way over to the exit and leave my ship. Oh yeah, by the way, I have a ship. More on that later, as I currently am walk running through Yumas Estate. However, while I'm walk running through Yumas Estate, I probably should tell you a little bit about Yumas Estate. Now, Yumas Estate is... what's the best way to describe it? Okay, imagine a planet-side settlement. Now take all those people that live in the planet-side Okay, I'm losing it here. Let's start again. Imagine a planet-side settlement with about 5,000 or so people, and all the infrastructure and the buildings that are required to feed and house and entertain this many people. Then take all that infrastructure, all those buildings, wrap it up in a material that can withstand the radiation and energies of the forge. Finally, shove a bunch of technology, a mind-bogglingly crazy amount of technology to simulate gravity day and night, support life, create its own energy, create its own food, and a whole bunch of other things that I imagine go into keeping infrastructure structured and humans alive. And get all of that good stuff, stick it in deep space, and voila, you got a deep space settlement called Yumas Estate. And let me tell you, Yumas Estate from the inside is a wonder. High-tech everything. Beautifully crafted electronics everywhere. Completing tasks like transportation. You can literally step onto a platform with a railing around it and off it goes. Taking you safely up, down, left, right, forward, backwards, anywhere you want to go on Yumas Estate. Automated waste disposal, automated cleaning, real shops, virtual shops, parks that look like forests, parks that look like jungles, parks that look like winter wonderlands. If you look up, then you can see a sky that is vibrant and awe-inspiring with just how many colors that it is filled with. Looking out the windows, the best way I can describe it, it is like looking out on a sea of dreams. A marvelous vision of a shifting landscape, or made out of galaxies or stars, maybe. I don't know, it's hard to describe, but it's like we are sailing through this galaxy. As if Yuma's estate was so gargantuan in size that even though it makes absolutely no sense, it seems as if we are sailing through or upon galaxies and stars. And I think this is really clever, because whoever designed this must have been real smart, because when you look out, it's not the vision of maybe something attainable or something that you want to go see, so to speak. Imagine if you look out the window and you see mountain ranges or planets of a beautiful nature, you'd probably be like, you know what, I want to leave Yuma's estate, and because it's feeling kind of cramped, I want to go out there into the open and be free. But this view that I'm looking at right now, actually, from the window, isn't the type of vista that you want to jump out into. Don't really want to jump out into a bunch of stars. But it does make you feel inspired and even calm. But also glad that you're on this side of the wall inside Yuma's estate and not out there swimming in a bunch of burning stars. Yuma's estate looks incredible. Smells great too. It feels dubious. Okay, maybe I'm not the best person to comment, but the one solo walk I had in Yuma's estate, I fell over and into a wall, and it felt like the wall was gonna give way under my weight. But then again, as I walk around through Yuma's estate right now, feels pretty good. Even mentally. As a practicing hermit for a very long time, I thought I'd have a pretty hard time exiting my abode, but I feel fine. Now that might be something to do with the fact that Yuma's estate is jam-packed full of nobody. Yep, Yuma's estate is pretty much empty. Nobody here. Well, perhaps not nobody. I have a feeling that there is just below the minimum level of maintenance crew to keep it from exploding or imploding or going off on some uncontrolled trajectory to doom. I can only imagine that this is because they haven't yet conducted the opening ceremony, the part where they cut the ribbon, or there is something incredibly wrong with Yuma's estate. Luckily, I don't have enough time right now to contemplate that thought, as I've reached my destination, the CEO's office.